I still love the Bose QC first generation earbuds as much now as I did when they were first released. I mean, these are a great pair of earbuds. So when the Bose Quietcomfort Ultra earbuds came out, I said, all right, Bose has got to be coming out with something more than just stronger ANC or better sound quality or something like that. There's got to be more innovation beyond that. So hopefully this review and everything I say pros and cons will help you make a decision on if these are worth $299. Here's my thoughts. Let's go ahead and get this done. The active noise canceling, yes, it is the best I've heard in a pair of earbuds. It is so strong that it's the first time that it almost messed with my hearing a little bit, especially being in coffee shops or even going for a walk outside. It's dangerously strong. I would absolutely not recommend wearing these outside when you're on your skateboard or something like that, because I'm telling you, you're not going to hear much. And that's it. Not much wind even picks up through the microphones. I like how they have hearing protection within the app to make sure that peak noises don't come through and hurt your ears. I noticed this the first time I was wearing them with the phone call, and I shut the doors of my car and I didn't even hear the thud that strongly. It sounded a little weird, but I didn't hear that, or when people were talking next to me and really screaming and laughing loud at a coffee shop, that didn't come through strong. So even with awareness, if you have that detection on, it really is great. I mean, Apple does it best with transparency, in my opinion, but Bose is a close second. And that leads into the sound quality of these. Sound-wise, they sound more like Sony earbuds than they did in the past with Bose's normal sound signature of sticking with the mids and the highs, having more of a bright sound to them. Now it's a bit darker because Sony has always had that deep bass sound to them. Even if I would adjust it in the EQ settings, I still hear the lows and the mids more than any highs or detail like that, especially if you're listening to a lot of bands like Tool or classical music or Andrew Bird. These kinds of bands don't do well if you have the lows dominate everything. You need those highs in there. With the sound quality, yes, it's great. It's going to be universal for most people because for some reason, out of all the earbuds, I feel like people compliment Sony the most, and these sound like them now. So I think it's great. I think it's totally fine. I mean, Bose lost their sound signature they normally have, but it's still good. Even if I go into the immersion mode with using that, I mean, it doesn't sound like Dolby Atmos, because Dolby Atmos really echoes sound. This makes the sound more richer. It makes it more centered. I wish so bad I can explain this through words the way it feels, but when you have immersion on, it's not just creating effect. Somehow Bose was able to EQ it to just be right flatlined in the sound signature, where it sounds like it's in the middle of your head exactly with whatever you're watching. And it's crazy. I mean, there is a little bit of an effect, but like if you're watching a movie, for example, I mean, you can hear the ricochets of like a war movie or the effects like you haven't heard before, where it's not just echoing in them. Again, Bose really mastered that with their sound of giving you a different experience I haven't heard in other earbuds. And you know, so much of this has to do with design of these. The wingtip with the oval ear tip, I mean, I think is the best combo. I mean, even if I do a shake test, I'll take off my glasses. I mean, if I really, I mean, you can't tell in video, you know, and it feels stupid for me to do that, but it's just an example. I don't feel them coming out. I mean, it didn't adjust at all. So with that, anytime I've had to adjust it, if I were to get beyond just how these look and how they fit, which the fit is incredible. Design-wise with the touch controls, I love touch controls, but at the same time, these are almost a little too sensitive, where anytime I do have to make an adjustment, it will pause the music or it would activate like awareness mode or something sometimes, even though you got to hold it. And I'm just like, dang, all I wanted to do was adjust it a little bit. So you really got to be careful on where you touch the earbuds, completely avoid the stem, but that's kind of hard to do because again, the touch controls are really that sensitive. When it comes to the Bose app, one thing I don't like is how you have to connect via Bluetooth within the app as well as your phone. So it's a must, you have to use the app with these, otherwise it's going to be inactive. It just won't work. And I think that's really weird. I mean, at least that's my experience with using these. And so it's pretty standard stuff. I mean, you have an equalizer in there. You have the ability to custom tune however you want it to sound with the equalizer. You can customize a few of the controls. You can't customize everything. It has everything, you know, swipe up and down on the right earbud for volume, long press on the left earbud for your awareness modes and ANC. All of it's pretty standard, you know, nothing out of the ordinary from other Bose products. All right, this is what the earbuds sound like in a quiet office, and I like how you can adjust self voice But a side note, I had to disconnect the earbuds twice, or they disconnected on me twice when trying to use the voice recorder on my phone, which is a huge flaw. I mean, I shouldn't have to deal with that, and it happens every now and then too. So let's go ahead and play some ambient noise in the background. And this is on the camera microphone. And so it's about 78 decibels. Let's go ahead and switch it over. Again, it's hovering around 75, 78 decibels, so pretty loud. This is what you would sound like when making a call in a noisy environment. I stopped it now. So hopefully that helped. And again, the connectivity issues are so bad with these. Now, if we were to get into some cons of these, the first con is no multi-point connectivity. Second biggest con is there's no easy chat or speak to chat with these. The Space One Soundcore headphones have easy chat, where if you don't know what that is, it's if somebody's talking to you and you speak, then your microphone's up and up, awareness mode opens up, not your microphones for a call, but awareness mode opens up, it pauses your content or music, and you can talk to people and hear them without taking off your headphones or earbuds. Especially with the earbuds, it's like so annoying to have to take one out and be like, oh, what? Because even that gesture makes it seem like the person's being an inconvenience. The other thing too is with there being no multi-point connectivity also comes no wireless charging. And just the fact that there's no multi-point connectivity, it's like, come on, $300. What if I'm on a Zoom call and then a phone call comes in on my phone? Like, I mean, that's just one scenario that gets really frustrating where I don't get why Bose doesn't have it. And then there's also no Find My, so there's no ability to find your earbuds within an app in case you lose one. I think that's vital more than a pair of headphones. I mean, these are pretty easy, but like if you get this lost in a couch or something, it'd be nice to find them. These are easier to lose. You lose an earbud, it's harder to find. And so for me, even with just those flaws, that makes it not worth it to me. These earbuds are not worth $300 to me because of that. I would say get the second generation. You don't have to go with the first. I mean, these are pretty outdated compared to the second generation QC earbuds. But then there's other products like, the AirPods Pro, where the ANC is comparable. The Sony earbuds, those are comparable with ANC, where we're talking a 15-20% difference in how much you're blocking out. That's why I say they're the best. But for me, $300 is a lot of money where I would just consider something else. Recommendations, that's a whole nother video. I'd have to do a full comparison of all these earbuds. So hopefully that helped. My voice is getting a little raspy now, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.